Before there was sky, before there was ground, before even the idea of world existed, there was a shadow. Not born, not created, simply willed. When light took its first breath, darkness followed instinctively. When Veldanava, the Star-King Dragon, forged the 7 seraphim from the great spirit of light, their reflections were inevitable. 7 shadows peeled themselves away from brilliance itself, the Primal Demons. And among them, he stood first. Not by title, not by claim, by fact. In the timeless abyss where nothing changed and everything devoured itself, power was not admired, it was obeyed. The primals fought endlessly, devouring, regenerating, clashing without meaning. Yet no matter how many united against him, no matter how violently they raged, none could wound him. Darkness personified, absolute supremacy. He ruled without throne or law. His existence alone silenced resistance. But eternity has a way of revealing uncomfortable truths. And one truth changed everything. Immortality did not mean freedom. In the endless war, he noticed something subtle. When a demon was destroyed, it returned, always. But when its hardcore was crushed, something different happened. Not death, not rebirth, bondage. A demon whose core was destroyed could be bound, controlled, enslaved for eternity. The moment he understood that, the underworld went quiet. Resistance collapsed overnight. Those who once challenged him now knelt, because even it can be taken hostage. The primals fell in line, not because they loved him, but because fear finally had teeth. And then, summoning. A violent pull tore him from the abyss, ripping him into a newborn world that rejected his very existence. Magicules bled from him, his vast being compressed into the form of a mere archdemon, fleshless, constrained, suffocating. The surface world had already begun. Civilizations, nations, wars, countless weak creatures pretending their conflicts mattered, and standing before him, a high human wizard, arrogant, trembling, foolish. "You have become my servant." It was amusing, so he complied. Briefly, one spell, death streak, no incantation, no effort, no emotion. A rival nation vanished, over 1 million souls erased. A century-long war ended in a single instant. Effortless, meaningless. And yet, those souls answered him. They flooded into his existence, igniting something dormant. Awareness sharpened, weight settled, sensation bloomed, flesh. For the first time, he felt drowsy, felt gravity, felt the thrill of limitation. A body was born. The world's first true demon lord awakened, not through divine decree, but through slaughter. And in that moment, he understood evolution. Power did not answer to time. Power answered to souls. 10,000 had triggered awakening. 1 million had granted form. So what lay beyond? He turned his gaze back to the man who had dared command him. This time, he did not erase. He slaughtered, slowly, deliberately. He harvested despair, fear, and regret, each scream etched into his soul like scripture. And as the final breath left the wizard's body, something crystallized inside him. Identity. Yes, that may just be perfect for my name. Guy. With that name, evolution completed itself. The Devil Lord was born. His magicules returned in full. His strength, once constrained, overflowed its vessel. The surface world now stood beneath a ruler who had ruled before worlds existed. And this time, there was no creator to restrain him. Strangely, conquest lost its appeal. When power no longer needed proof, ambition felt childish. So instead, Guy erased the wizard's memory from existence, because the man wasn't even worth tormenting. He died screaming anyway. Incidental. That single day reshaped history. From annihilation rose the greatest human nation ever known, unified through terror. For Guy, it was background noise. Order had emerged because chaos had been erased. His subordinates were another matter. Vert, Blow. Once primals, now reduced to archdemons by the laws of the demi-material world, they bled energy just by existing. To remain, they needed bodies. Human souls failed to evolve them. So Guy indulged himself. He gave them corpses. They manifested as beautiful women kneeling before him, loyal, devoted, and still weak. Weakness offended him. My pride refuses to allow those serving me to remain this weak. He remembered what a name had done for him. Vert became Mizeri, born from misery itself. Blue became Raine, named for the rain that fell on that decisive day. Instantly, evolution answered. Demon peers were born, and with that, a truth etched itself into reality. Naming was power. Thus began an era not forged by war or gods, but by whim. Eternity followed. And eternity, it turned out, was both amusing and unbearably dull. Guy wandered the world with Mizeri and Raine, chasing novelty. Strength meant nothing, hardship was irrelevant, only interest mattered. His servants rejected freedom willingly. You are our king, we are your subjects. That is the eternal, unrelenting truth. They gathered wealth, culture, pleasure. The surface world fascinated him. Food evolved. Music evolved. Art evolved. He laughed at festivals, danced, drank, indulged. Hey, this is pretty fun too, isn't it? Humans intrigued him. Weak, emotional, foolish, cute. Unlike the underworld, weakness here had meaning, so he protected it casually, slaying beasts, erasing rogue mysticists. Myths formed naturally. Humans are truly the cutest little things. Then he felt it. The presence that needed no announcement, the creator. Veldanava stood before him. Guy laughed and challenged God himself. The battle ended instantly. He could not touch him. His pride, owned across eons, shattered completely. Yet he did not kneel. Kill me if you want. I take real pride in losing to thee. Veldanava laughed. Not in mockery, but delight. Strength, he said, was not about victory. It was about daring to stand before the impossible. And then he asked for a favor. Balance. Humanity would destroy itself if left unchecked. Arrogance masquerading as justice. Growth without restraint. Guy understood immediately. He had already erased such a mistake once. Why him? Why him? Because omnipotence was boring. Because certainty killed surprise. Because strength meant nothing if outcomes were predetermined. Guy smiled. Yeah, I don't hate this world either. I'll help you. Not as a servant, as an equal. Veldanava named him Arbitrator. Not guardian, not ruler, not god. A terror. Guy would stand as humanity's absolute enemy, their looming judgment. Fear would unify them where guidance failed. If mankind grows arrogant, I will judge them in your place. Pride was reborn, not from dominance, but from having once been utterly defeated. He honored the promise. When arrogance grew too loud, nations vanished. Fear did the rest. Humanity learned unity through dread. Perfect. Mizeri and Raine expanded his dominion. Gods fell. Monsters vanished. Terror was measured, precise. When balance held, Guy wandered. He crushed giants, clashed with Ivolage, learned restraint through devastation. Power demanded responsibility. Eventually, fate led him back to the ruined imperial palace where it all began. He rebuilt it effortlessly, just in time for a dragon to descend. Velzard, ice, fury, absolute power. They clashed. 3 days. Neither could win. How can you stand equal to a true dragon with only a unique skill? Guy smiled. Because I'm strong is why. In battle, pride transformed, not borrowed, not gifted. Lucifer, Lord of Arrogance, an ultimate skill born purely of will. The world bent, wastelands became spring. His domain froze into radiant ice. To the world, catastrophe. To Guy, amusement.